Well, folks, you're not getting a fishing video out of me today. Not this week. Couple reasons. Someone had to do some rewiring because I got a new toy. The current upgrade behind me is a 12-inch Garmin. Gonna be running livescope with this Garmin. Don't have the module for livescope, but we do have this module that's gonna be side scan, down scan, stuff like that. That's nice. Really looking forward to getting the main upgrade. The whole reason this thing's on here is for the livescope. But as you can see, this is what I was dealing with before, and it worked. But look at the size of this thing. Massive, massive upgrade. And in doing such a massive upgrade, which there might be a third monitor here at some point, not today, tomorrow, but at some point, maybe this summer, we decided to rip out all the wiring from the battery to the start to the front. That was a huge job. So the only points of access are right here, this little tiny thing that you have to take off, and you have to run all these nice wires all the way down here, all the way to a box right here. If you can see it very well or not, that is the new power box for all the graphs. That was installed Saturday. This is a Saturday and most of Sunday project to get working. The other upgrade I made for your viewing pleasure, I now have the camera on the battery attached to the front seat pole. That should significantly help me make these videos. And if I can fabricate a way to mount this right here, and I will have a rock steady connection for this, that's gonna be a really good view looking backwards. Or I can take it and flip it and make it look forward if I'm alone in the boat. So we had to run this brand new 8 gauge off of here and here, all the way underneath, through the side, up into the front here. The wires go forward into a relay that's underneath the dash there. Wires come up here to a kill switch. So when I hit this, everything comes on. Well, the Hummingbirds don't come on, but the Garmin for some reason comes on. All it's doing is supplying power. Apparently when Garmin gets power, it turns on. This gauge right here in the back, this runs pretty much everything for the boat. And the LCD screen went out, so it's been out of the boat for about 6 months trying to get repaired. Couldn't get it repaired. So we put it back in because it runs all the systems like low fuel, oil warning, stuff like that. So at least we got that back in. Unfortunately, the LCD is still gonna be cut in half. The other reason I didn't do any fishing today or this weekend, not just because of the boat, but let me show you. It's extremely windy here. We're having sustained 25 right now. Upgrades down the road that we're gonna do. We're gonna swap out that start battery in there for a bigger one. We have to get a new bracket. That's why it hasn't happened yet. But if we're gonna be running the back graph, that graph, and then 3 graphs up front, we think it's probably gonna be necessary to upgrade that battery, get a bigger one for it. Other than the livescope that should be coming in the next month, there's not a whole lot of upgrades I think that we're gonna need. And we're pretty much gonna be good to go, ready to run for the foreseeable future. Electronic upgrades 10 years ago didn't mean near as much as they do today with some of the stuff that's out there from Lowrance and Garmin. Even Hummingbird makes some really good stuff with like their Mega 360. That would be the 3rd graph that would be going up front, would be a Hummingbird 360. And we're gonna run the Garmin livescope, and looking forward to having all this technology on the boat. So unfortunately guys, not gonna be a fishing video this week as I had to spend the entire time working on the boat. Rewiring this thing took pretty much all of Saturday, and then we got everything mounted up. We had to go to the store twice to make sure we had enough bolts and wires and things like that, and ends like crimps and stuff like that. So yeah, it pretty much took all of Saturday, and it ended up taking most of Sunday as well. If it wasn't for the wind, we'd be taking this thing out and we'd be going to see what we could see, just to see what the new graph looks like. But alas, we worked on it all weekend, and it's really windy, and I'm kind of tired, so I think we're gonna pass on that opportunity. So we'll see how the weather does, but I might come out a little bit early next weekend, see if I can film some more content. The fish are starting to wake up and they're biting. It's pretty evident. There was a tournament Saturday and Sunday here. It's pretty evident that the fish are doing what they're supposed to do, so next weekend when I go out, I think I'm gonna tear them up. Appreciate you guys watching, appreciate you guys being patient, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.